Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to askNK. So we all know that Blender has been an amazing tool for creators for a very long time. More specifically, for 23 years we've had access to this free open source tool that has actually made it possible for people to create their dreams and build amazing animations and also bring their ideas to life. And in the spirit of celebration, the folks at Superhive are doing a bundle day, which is offering creators 23 days to claim 23 interesting bundles right here on Superhive. And these cuts across a ton of things, from production ecosystem bundles all the way to workflow tool bundles, occupational bundles, asset and generators, and of course quality of life bundles. And today we're simply going to go ahead and explore all of these. And with that said, let's dive right into it. So if you simply go over to the link in the description, it's going to bring you right here where you'll be able to access the multi-creator bundles. Now with this bundle, you'll be getting from 35 to 49% discount across all of these bundles. And these are all going to be running from now till November the 18th of 2025. And starting off from the product ecosystem bundle, we have the Creature Kitbash. And the Creature Kitbash is one cool one for anyone that is thinking about making creatures. Possibly you're looking for assets that you can work with. You do have this one. With this, you're getting over 1,000 interesting assets that deals with a lot of things. And this offers about 7 products, which includes the Beastly Beat for making very interesting beast-like characters, a winged character stuff. This is going to come in very handy. Then we've got the Insidious Insect alongside the Creature Kitbash Insect, which these two offers you a lot of assets that you can use to do kitbashes for different insect types that you might want to create. If you're thinking about zombies, or maybe you're looking for like characters that you can use to show fire bonds or stuff like that, then you might want to consider the Undead Kitbash. This is also pretty cool. And for stylized characters, you've got the Tunic Beast, the MIM Repository Volume 1, and also the MIM Repository Volume 3. All three of these are nice ones that you can literally use to start making amazing looking stylized characters, maybe for kids shows, or maybe you would like to just make stylized characters that can be used for your animations or studio works. So if you're into Kitbash for characters, then this is an amazing bundle that you should definitely come through and check out. And for those that are into animation, the AutoRig Pro bundle is also right here, and this offers 6 interesting products that you can work with. And if you're into accessory stuff, then you get access to 5 accessory products. This is offering 42% discount on all of this. So AutoRig Pro is an amazing tool that I've already talked about on the channel before, and we've also made a couple of nice posts about this one. And with this, you will be getting the AutoRig Pro itself, the Quick Pro, which is also interesting, and Soft Selection. These 3 are nice add-ons that you can work with. Down here, we also have the AutoRig Pro Rig Library. We've mentioned this on the channel, and we've also talked about the AutoRig Pro Easy Animation, which is also a library of animations that you can work with and do cool stuff. You do have that. And we also have an animation library as well. So you do have access to these ones. And, you know, if you're just thinking about rigging, animation stuff, you want something that you can work with quickly and easily, then all of these are right here. And you can simply go ahead and grab them. The Sci-Fi Bundle also comes with 6 interesting products that you can work with, which includes Kitbash Pro, which is an interesting tool from Chip Walters for making nice hard surfaces stuff. This is a very cool one. Then we have the Sci-Fi Hull material from King's Knot, which I think is another cool add-on for textures worth getting. The Looped Steam texture is also another nice one from Chip Walters, so just in case you like to get those steam packs that you see in Ian Hubert's sci-fi creations, then you might want to consider seeing these ones. It's more of an Ian Hubert stuff, so this is also alongside Chip Walters, and that is pretty cool. Then we've got some nicer ones, which includes the Sci-Fi in a Box K-Pack that you can use alongside the KitOps 3, and we've also got more K-Packs like the EverX Hard Surface Detail K-Pack. Finally, from the folks at N9 Studios, you also have the Sci-Fi Prop Interior Kitbash, and these are very cool ones. So just in case you like to get this one, this is currently doing a 44% off, which is pretty nice. And you know how you get this is pretty simple. You just have them selected, click on Add to Cart, view these on your cart, and from here you can simply check out. Then you've got access to all of these products inside this bundle. Well, you know that once we hear the word biome, it has to do with vegetation and very cool stuff like that. And the Biome Bundle comes in 3 tiers. One has to do with a full bundle, just the Biome Bundle, and of course we have the Realistic Nature Bundle. And depending on which of the ones that you're getting, that also matters the number of products you'll be getting. So with the full one, you have the GeoScatter, which is by far one of the best scattering tools that you have for Blender. So version 5.5 is also available right here, so you can go ahead and grab it. Of course, for those who are thinking about getting these things independently, you can definitely just go ahead and have that selected, go over to the page and check out all of the cool things that they have, read up on these things yourself and see what you can get. So GeoScatter 5.5 is here. Gardener from the folks at B Production is also a fantastic one. So the Gardener tool comes with some bush hedges, some shrub creators, you do have all of these for making nice looking vegetations. Alongside that, we've got the Poly Nature Pack, which is also a beautiful one that ships with animated assets as well, that works alongside the Scatter tool from the folks at GeoScatter. Then we've got Trash Kit that ships with over 700 plus assets that is also pretty interesting. Now we've also talked about Trash Kit on the channel, and we've also talked about like all the nice things that you can do with Trash Kit. And these also works alongside GeoScatter. So just in case you're thinking, what can I do with this? You do have all of them right there. The Grunge Factory Decay assets is also another nice one. And this works alongside GeoScatter as well. So you can simply go ahead and pick that up and start working with it. We've also talked about BuggerPie. BuggerPie is now available. So just in case you're looking for a nice cool tool that actually combines architecture, procedural stuff, vegetation, all that stuff, you do have BuggerPie, and you can simply go ahead and check it out. Like we mentioned in previous video, the BuggerPie tool itself is free. The asset is what you're paying for. So if you just need the free tool, of course you can always go ahead and get it. But if you need that with the asset, then you can go ahead and get a paid version. With that said, we've got the Act Models Volume 214, and this is from the folks at Evermotion. So this is also really, really cool. The Dynamic Pine Biomes is also another one. All of these, except for BuggerPie and also Gardener, they do work with GeoScatter. So just in case, you're looking at tools that you can use to do some nice population of your scenes, then of course you can simply go ahead and grab this one. And now that we're done with the product ecosystem bundle, let's now talk about the workflow tool bundle. And within the workflow tool bundle, we've got Sculpt and Retopo Essential. And the Sculpt and Retopo Essential offers a good number of tools that I think lots of creators would want. Currently, this has been priced at $191. I mean the value for all of the tools that you'll be getting, but because this is doing a 48% off, you're getting this for about $99. So this starts off with cool tools that includes the Sculpt layer from Yay, and this is one tool that we've also talked about on the channel. So this offers you access to being able to make sculpts and layer these things however you want. Of course, you can play with however you want the layering to be and do cool things with it. Now, I do see this tool as a must-have for anyone sculpting in Blender. Another cool tool, which is one that we've just recently talked about, is the Retopo Flow version 4, and this seems to be the king of retopology when it comes to the tools that you can now use to do nice clean retopology in Blender. And this is from the folks at Orange Turbine, and version 4 just makes it extremely easy for you to do your retopology however you want. Markings Not also ships in with the shape generator, which allows you to create different kinds of shapes and objects right inside of Blender. And this of course is also another nice tool that I think a lot of people like to work with. And if you're into working with multi-mesh insertions and all that, the Insert Multi-Mesh add-on, which is a pretty cool tool from the folks at Playful Pixel, is also here. And this is making it to the whole Sculpt and Retopo Essential bundle. We've also got nice cool sculpting tools, which we've also mentioned on the channel before, which includes the Sculpt Paint Wheel, which is pretty nice, from JF Matthew. Then we've got the VK Games collection of wound and scar sculpting brushes. This is nice because if you're thinking about doing those scars, those tears and wears inside of Blender, you potentially would want something that can allow you to do those things easily while you carry on with the other sculpts that requires manual and additional creativity. And this particular brush pack ships with about 250 interesting alphas that you can work with. And speaking about alphas, Playful Pixel is also offering 160 fasteners, which you can use for both ZBrush, Blender, Substance Painter, and so on. So if you're into this, possibly you're looking for fastener tools which you can use to just add a few things on your model. Maybe you can use that alongside a bump map or use that alongside a displacement map to actually do some nice cool stuff. Then of course you can now come through and grab these ones. For the lighting and rendering essentials, there are 5 cool tools which are brilliant, and one of them has to do with Cassie Sheep's Better Lighting version 2. And this is really cool for anyone that is thinking about doing some nice lighting for their overall environment alongside working with cool gobos. The version 2 comes with nice cool stuff that I think anyone that is into gobos would like to see. And when we speak about gobos, Smiles Gobo Plus, which is also available with this bundle, is right here as well. And the Gobo Plus comes with both procedural and 4K gobos that you can use across Eevee and also cycles. And having access to these two global collections would allow you to do amazing stuff. For those who are thinking about product lighting or lighting in general, the Light Wrangler is an essential tool that I think you can work with or use inside of Blender. Now, we've made a video about this one before, and this just allows you place light however you want, and I just sort of consider this as you being able to render your image by simply using light as your paintbrush. And the Light Wrangler just makes your life easy when you're thinking about lighting products inside of Blender, as it offers you tools that you can use to actually target specific parts of your model and the kind of light that you like that part of the model to actually have. With that said, we've also got the extra light from Orange Turbine, and these are photometric lighting tools that you can work with. And if you're into HDRI or lighting in general, Gaffer from Grexile is an amazing one. So for anyone that is just, thinking about these things, maybe you're looking for tools that you can work with, you're looking for nice lighting tools, you want to get this as a bundle, you can simply go ahead and grab this. This is going to be saving you 47% of the total price of getting all of them. And this is a nice bundle that I would definitely suggest that you check out if you're into lighting. And still within the workflow tool bundles, we've got the rigging box. And the rigging box actually looks more like what you've got with the Auto Rig Pro bundle, because with this bundle, we're also having the Auto Rig Pro. Now for this one, this makes a lot of sense because for the Auto Rig Pro, this works if you're just thinking about character rigging. So if character rigging or creature rigging is your thing, then this bundle works absolutely fine. But of course, if you're looking for multiple means of rigging, then you might want to consider looking at this one. So the rigging toolbox offers you 4 cool items, which includes the Auto Rig Pro, which we already talked about as one of the cool tools that you can use to do your rigging. Then we've got the launch control. And so with launch control, you can literally rig any vehicle of your choosing. This also offers procedural animation, which means that you can procedurally control how the vehicle actually moves, alongside the path and also how the car behaves when it gets on turns and stuff like that. This tool also offers real-time physics. For anyone that is thinking about something that is more physical accurate, then you do have that option with a bundle like this, and it is fully industry ready, making it an essential and pretty cool tool for anyone that is into vehicle rigging or vehicle animation. And with that said, we've got Face It. Face It is a quick and easy tool that allows you to simply use your mobile device to control the facial expression of your character. And nice thing with this one is you can simply get any custom character, apply the rig to it, and use your mobile device to control that character however you want. This is definitely cool for anyone that is into facial animation, and maybe you're looking for a quick and easy tool that can allow you to do all of that. X-Muscle is also another cool tool that we also love, as this is one of the only tools that exists for Blender that allows you physically simulate muscles on any of the rigs that you have. So whether it's creature or character, you do have options of creating and simulating muscle onto the character. X-Muscle system is one cool tool that I will definitely suggest that you check out, especially if you're thinking about making your characters as realistic as possible when they move inside of Blender. And going on alongside the Rigging Toolbox bundle, we have the animation tools. In the animation tools, they marry super well with the previous one, as this offers 5 cool items that are currently offering as a bundle a 41% discount. And this includes the Anim Toolbox. And Anim Toolbox is a pretty cool tool from Tal Hedgecock. Now you possibly might know Tal Hedgecock from his amazing and renowned animation layer tool, which allows you to simply layer animations easily. And with the Anim Toolbox, you can now do even more, as this offers tons of tools that you can use to fine-tune your animation, from temporary control tools to editable motion paths, all the way to retime markers, which you can use to retime your animations, copying and pasting different kinds of metrics around your character animation, all the way down to temporary pivot adjustments for your characters when you're simply animating them. And these are nice cool stuff that you might want to work with when you're doing your animations. And while we speak about that, GraphKit is also an additional animation tool, which is also super nice from the folks at Blastframe. And this gives you options of playing and controlling your graph how you want them. As GraphKit is one cool tool that I will definitely recommend that you check out if you're into graph handle tugging, as this offers a good number of stuff that you can do with it. Tinkerboy is also offering the Action Commander, which is also a nice cool tool for anyone that's into game animation management. And we've got the Onion Skin tool from Joel, which is also a pretty cool tool for anyone that wants to do some onion skinning, or possibly looking for a nice onion skinning set of tools that you can work with for Blender. And finally, for this pack, we do have the Jiggle Gen. And Jiggle Gen is just that cool add-on that you like to have when you're thinking about jiggling stuff inside of Blender. Of course, there's a couple of other jiggling tools that exist for Blender, which I'm going to link in the description, but just in case you like to get this along with this bundle, then of course by all means you can simply go ahead and get it. And And one of the nice things that a lot of people love when it comes to working with Blender is how easy it is for you to literally simulate stuff. So in various tools, it takes a lot of time to do some simulation, but Blender just simply makes it easy. And something that makes it even more easier are add-ons. And the Simulate All the Things bundle comes with the right amount of add-ons that you might be needing to do that simulation. This is offering 8 interesting items for 36% off. And this includes the Flip Fluid add-on. So Flip Fluid is a beautiful add-on for anyone that's thinking about doing any kind of liquid simulation inside of Blender. You're thinking about viscosity, you're thinking about how you can do some flowing animations and stuff, then of course the Flip Fluid is the add-on for you. This is by far one of the highly respected add-ons for Blender when it comes to fluid simulation. RBD Lab version 1.5 is also a beautiful add-on for anyone that is thinking about fracturing, destruction, or possibly you're just thinking about how you can use some metal soft tools to create that cloth-like fracture or cloth-like tear and wear in your scene. So the RBD tool is one nice tool that I will definitely recommend for anyone that is thinking about VFX style stuff inside of Blender, as it allows you to do nice cool destructions and you can literally control them however you want. Anthony Bagatini is currently offering the Baga Rain generator for anyone thinking about making rain simulations inside of Blender. This is a nice tool, we've covered this on the channel. It's a pretty cool tool for anyone that is thinking about doing stuff like that. Carburetor is also another nice one for making different kinds of cables, and I just think Carburetor still stands the test of time when it comes to how functional and all of the cool nice tiny quirks and cool stuff that it allows you to do. So Segi has made this tool and continually makes some nice cool updates around it, and this is really nice for anyone that's thinking about making nice cool cables inside of Blender. And if you're into animation, then the Ragdoll Tools version 1.5 is also here. And this is a nice tool for anyone that is thinking about doing that cool ragdoll effect on their characters for Blender. The folks at True VFX are also offering the True VDB. And the True VDB is a library of VDB assets that will allow you to do some very cool stuff. So these are all high quality assets that you can use to do some cool stuff. So whether you're thinking about doing that tornado, that explosion, you do have those assets and you can work with them, as this comes with over 50 interesting VDBs that you can use, and you can literally fine-tune this to get the desired result that you're going for. So whether you're thinking about shockwaves or you're just looking for like very nice effects that you can use for explosions, or you want some loopable, VDBs that you can use for fires and stuff, then True VDB has something in stock for you. So the folks at AllTab are currently offering their AllTab Easy Fog version 2. And the AllTab Easy Fog is definitely a must-have if you're thinking about fog tools that you can use inside of Blender, as this comes with 50+ procedural volume presets that allows you to do very nice volume stuff inside of Blender. More so, you also have access to 100+ static VDB volumes. Alongside that, you're also having access to 100+ animated VDBs. So there are lots of cool things that you can do with this. It's of course easy to use, comes with some nice presets, and this is really cool for anyone that's thinking about doing foggy stuff inside of Blender and you're looking for a tool that actually satisfies that. And of course, for more simulation stuff, we've got SimFX Simulation Toolkit from the folks at Blender Procedural. Now, I've talked about the folks at Blender Procedural separately, and what they have right now is just super nice. As with this, you have access to a good number of stuff that they've created previously, which includes the Fluid Preset and Toolkit, the Cloth Preset and Toolkit, the Volume Preset and Toolkit, and of course, the Rigid Body Preset and Toolkit as well. It's worth mentioning that all of these are definitely nice, cool stuff that you can pick up and start doing amazing looking simulations inside of Blender. So if you're looking for preset tools that you can work with, or potentially you're thinking about making this yourself, this bundle has a lot in stock. And while we speak about this, let's talk about some nice, cool stuff that you might have noticed right around here. So the folks at Blender Procedural are also doing 100% discount, and the 100% discount is for all of this product. So if you like to claim, this product that we just talked about, or maybe you just want to claim all of this product, you can simply use this coupon code and get all of this for 100%. Now, this is for anyone that has already purchased their Ultimate Simulation and Dynamic Add-on Bundle, which is also another nice bundle pack that comes with tons of simulation and physics-based tools that you can use inside of Blender. So for those who like to see this one, or possibly you like to check it out, then of course you can simply come through and grab it and start working with it. Within the Video Editing Tools bundle, we've got 6 items that are currently available, and this deals with the Zoom for Blender Video Sequence Editor, which allows you to connect your tablet to Blender and actually control it just like you would do with professional tools. Of course, this has a workaround for how you can get things going, and it is pretty interesting the way this actually works. The second tool that we have here is called the Clip Speed. And Clip Speed is a powerful tool that allows you to effortlessly adjust the speed and duration of your clips with nice precision. Of course, Alex, the creator, also have a couple of other tools that you might want to consider exploring. There's also the Video Sequence Editor to the NLE, and this is a pretty interesting tool that allows you to easily transfer your video sequence edited files all the way to other major video editors. So whether you're thinking about exporting to Adobe Premiere, DaVinci Resolve, Final Cut, you can now easily do all of that with this tool, as it simply makes it super possible for you to export your sequences and bring them into other tools. We've also got the Video Sequence Editor Archiver, which just does exactly how it said, as this simply backs up all of your video projects and creates an archive folder where all of this gets stored. And this makes sense because several times you might want to continue editing on a different device and moving those things from one folder to another, and simply moving resources from one folder to another just to create that backup might not necessarily be the best thing to do, as this will simply copy both the sources and also snippets and gather them into one folder. And if you're into montage, there's an Auto Montage Generator Pro, which is also pretty nice for video sequence editing. And this is a tool that helps you automatically generate professional montages from your videos, images, or even audios that you have. So instead of cutting montages yourself, you can simply layer this in, and automatically this is going to do the hard work for you. It is an easy tool to work with, and I would definitely suggest that you see this and also explore it if you're into video sequence editing with Blender and possibly you like creating montages. Final one that we have for the video tools that's currently available with this huge bundle sale is the Loop Sequence. And Loop Sequence is a Blender add-on that is designed for you to simply create seamless loops for various media types. So whether you're trying to make a simple loop or a long loop that you can use for audio backgrounds and all that, this would definitely do that, as it does the automatic duplication and puts the loop exactly how it is supposed to be. So if you like to get any of these, you can simply go over to the video editing tool section and grab all of the tool bundles that are now available right here. And for the Grease Pencil tools, this comes with 4 interesting tools that you can work with. And the first one has to do with the Grease Pencil Animator Desk. And the Grease Pencil Animator Desk is a tool that will help artists that already work with other tools to finally make that migration to Blender, as this offers most of the key functions that hand-drawing animators may want, as it works as a bridge between traditional and digital hand-drawn animations. And this is baked right into Grease Pencil, which makes it extremely easy for you to use this at no cost. Another interesting tool that is also available is the Grease Liner, and this is a tool for anyone that just wants to simply add Grease Pencil strokes onto their 3D model. This comes with a good number of parameters alongside some tools that you can use to control the look and feel of how the Grease Pencil lines are being drawn on your model. And most importantly, these can be used to stylize any 3D model and give that 2D-ish effect that you want on your model. It is a pretty interesting tool, and I would definitely recommend it. And if you work with Grease Pencil and you're looking for a tool that you can use to transform your Grease Pencil drawings, then the Grease Pencil Draw Transform from Pull-Up is definitely the tool for you, as this is also part of the bundle. So this tool just simply allows you to do the very basic transform things that you definitely want to have access to when you're working with Grease Pencil, which includes grab, scale, rotate, and also pinch. And this works for strokes and independent models as much. Also, these tools also come with some nice functions that will allow you to do some amazing stuff. So if you work with Grease Pencil, this is also a must-have. And for those looking for texture brushes that they can work with, Dante has created the Grease Pencil Texture Brush Pack. And these comes with 170 texture brushes that you can use in both 2D, 2.5D, and also 3D spaces. It is pretty to see that these things are now available within this bundle, and you can explore with all of them, as the Grease Pencil Texture Brush Pack ships with 105 powerful texture brushes, 45 seamless fill textures, and 20 line textures. And with all of this, you can now start creating that unique texture feel when working with Grease Pencil. And for the Occupational Bundle, we've got 3 major bundles that are now available. One of them has to do with the Engineering Visualization Bundle, and these includes the Blueprint Procedural Shader version 2, which is pretty nice for anyone that would like to show up their 3D models as engineering blueprints. And then we've got the Construction Line for accurate CAD modeling, which is also another interesting one. Then for those who are into dimensions, we've got a geometry node-based dimension system, which is also super nice. And also, we've got Draft Lines, which is really good for adding that procedural 3D effects to to your construction or product design, and this is doing a 40% discount for anyone that would like to get it. Alongside the occupational stuff, we've got the Home Renovation Toolkit Bundle, and this ships with 3 products, which includes a Craftsman, which is basically a training course for anyone thinking about doing precision modeling with Blender for real-world application. At the same time, we've got the Cutlass Creator, which is also really good for anyone that is into machine work and possibly you're looking for a tool that you can use to export objects to CSV files for wood carving and also woodworking. Then the Cutlass Creator is the tool for you. The Smart Room Arranger is also another cool tool that intelligently lays out your scene in Blender, and this is going to be good for anyone that's trying to figure out how furniture and how other build elements get to fit in their spaces. So if you're into something like this, maybe you're looking for a way to actually arrange your rooms or even just work with several assets that you've got, then the Smart Room Arranger might just be the tool for you. And finally, within the Occupational Bundle, we've got the Game Development Toolkit Bundle, and this is really good for anyone that is into game development, or possibly you're looking for tools that you can use to export stuff from Blender to various DCC tools. And this comprises of 6 tools, which includes being able to export and import assets to Unreal Engine from Blender or to Blender from Unreal Engine. And this is the Blender for Unreal Engine add-on. There's also the Blender to Unity tool, which actually does exactly the same thing, which means that you can simply export stuff from Blender to Unity. Then we've got the Blender to Godot version 4 pipeline add-on, which is also for you to be able to export stuff and vice versa. And one cool tool that I think a lot of people would like, especially if you work with characters and you would like to export these characters to various DCC tools, is the Game Rig add-on from CG Drive. And this is for anyone that is thinking about exporting their game-ready rigs in seconds from Blender to Unreal Engine, Unity, Godot, and so on. We've also got the Easy Bake, which is a one-click game-ready baking tool, and GLB Optimizer, which is really good for optimizing your complex 3D models. Asset and generator bundles, we have exciting assets and generators. The first one gets to deal with Environment Builder Bundle, and this comes with 7 items, which includes the True Terrain for creating amazing looking terrains, and this is also from the folks at True VFX. We also got the Physical Open Waters, which is for creating visually appealing, breathtaking oceans in Blender. Now I've made videos about these two, and they're as good as it gets. And in terms of vegetation, we've got Botanic, which is a wonderful tree and grass library, and at the same time, we've also got Vegetation. Vegetation is from the folks at B Production, and this is currently doing an independent 25% off, so just in case you like to grab that, this is also there. Arborea is also another plant library which is beautiful and comes with a ton of vegetations that you can work with. So with this tree, in terms of foliage, you're covered because they come with trees, bushes, grasses, and also flowers. So if you like to work with any of these, you can simply get them and do a simple drag and drop into your viewport and get creating. And for skies, we've got the Physical Starlight and Atmosphere, which is also one of the best atmospheric tools that you've got in Blender, and you can also match that with the True Sky from the folks at True VFX as well. So the folks at True VFX, alongside the folks at Physical Add-on, are championing this as they're offering both the Physical Starlight and Atmosphere, the Physical Open Water, True Terrain version 5, and also True Sky. These amazing tools are now here, and you can simply go ahead and claim this bundle and start creating. And for Vehicle Asset Bundle, we've got 3 different stuff that deals with vehicles. We've covered 2 of these on the channel before, which includes Traffic from the folks at Polygonic, and this is a huge library of vehicle assets which comes with a wide range of customization options that you can use to fine-tune how these vehicles are. Now the update that they've done to the Traffic Vehicle Library now includes impressive looking interiors. And of course you can use this on both EV and cycles, and this comes with a good number of parameters alongside tools that you can work with it. Transportation from the folks at B Production is also another interesting vehicle tool that is also here, and this currently ships with about 78 plus photorealistic vehicles, which you can definitely work with as well. The vehicles that you get with Transportation comes fully rigged, just like what we have with Traffic from the folks at Polygonic. The folks at B Production have actually taken some time to also build in an assortment of PBR tools that you can work with, and this includes the HDRIs, the PBR textures, and a few more customization options are also available with Transportation. And last but not the least for this particular bundle is vehicles, and vehicles are from the folks at 3D. And the folks at 3D are really good for making stylized stuff And that same thing can be seen with the vehicles pack, which currently ships with 21 fully rigged cartoon-styled vehicles that you can use to make your scene look more bubbly, cute, and alive. So if you're into stylized stuff, then you might want to consider taking a look at these ones and grabbing them. Of course, you can choose to grab any of these ones independently, but the bundle actually makes it even easier because at this point you'll be grabbing them for a 39% discount or a 40% discount depending on the tier that you're purchasing. And if you're into crowd simulation or you like populating your scene with nice looking crowds, then the All About People bundle is a good fit for you, as this comes with nice crowd tools. First off, we've got the procedural crowds, which is really good for making that nice procedural crowd simulation in your scene. So whether you're thinking about stadium, just having people walk around, or maybe you're thinking about how you can populate various parts of your scene, then this is a very good tool for you. This also allows you to use splines and other forms of modifiers to control how the crowd actually works, and this is one nice tool that I would definitely recommend if you're into crowds. We've also got the Population Crowd Simulation Tool version 2, which is currently available from the folks at B Production, and this tool is really cool for anyone that is thinking about different kinds of crowds that they can simply click, drag and drop into your viewport and start simulating. And the cool thing with this is you have access to 48 3D scan characters that are divided into 3 different categories, which includes casual, business, and also sports. And dividing them into categories is not all you have. You also have about 55 interesting movements that have been built into all of these characters, and you can automatically use them and start creating the crowd flow that you want. And just like what you have with the previous cloud tool that we just mentioned, you can also procedurally control these things in different forms, which includes using curves, playing with these things as group, or even simply using different vertex points or modes to generate crowds wherever you want. At the same time, you can paint these crowds how you choose and work with different templates to get started. Another cool crowd tool which is also here is the Crowd Mixer. And the Crowd Mixer is just this nice tool that you would like to work with, which is pretty much what we have, which is pretty similar to what we have with the previous one. The only thing here is with this one, you can simply customize your characters and build your crowds inside of Blender. So if you've got a base character you like to customize, save them as presets, use them as collections, you can do all of that. And these comes with different kinds of presets as well, just like the previous one, but maybe a little bit more interesting. And this includes exhibition, sports stadiums, urban street, seminar, transportation, protest marching, beach, concert, and also protest standing. And these you can simply use to actually get some good stuff working for you. So if you're looking for crowd simulation tools, you've got these ones and you can start working with them. And speaking about things you can work with, the folks at 3D have also added their modular 3D cartoon character pack known as Characters 5. And this actually ships with some stylized characters that you can use in terms of representing different professions and also for your animation. And all of this comes fully rigged, pose ready, and you can simply animate them however you want. And so, if you like to get crowds, or maybe you're looking for procedural or stylized stuff that you can work with, the All About People bundle might just be the bundle for you. The proceduralism that Geometry Nodes brings to Blender has made so many things easy, and generating cities or even building cities is even easier. And with the City Bundle, you can now easily build cities, as this comes with 4 products which you can simply work with. The first one has to do with the breathtaking city generator, and the city generator, like we've mentioned in the past, allows you to create your very own city layout how you want by simply using the typical and easy to use edit tools that exist in Blender. You can also build and control traffic simulation how you want. At the same time, when you turn down the light, you can create night scenes and use that to give a bit more punch to how you want the overall scene to look like. This works perfectly with Eevee and cycles and comes with procedural materials alongside stuff that you can use to procedurally control how you like your city to be. And the city generator from Andreas is definitely an amazing one. Similar notes can also be passed on to the medieval city generator, as this only requires a simple stroke for you to start creating a medieval city and control them procedurally, making it easier for anyone that's thinking about creating a medieval landscape with some buildings around to do this with a couple of strokes. Things you can also add with this one include center trees, outer trees, and so on and so forth. If you're thinking about adding walkways, you can also go ahead and turn that on. And if you're thinking about adding things like lanterns to actually light up the night, you can also do that with the medieval city generator. And so, in terms of creating a medieval city procedurally, this is also a very good one. But of course, if you're thinking about learning how to make these things yourself, then the folks at CG Cookie have two courses that might come in super handy. The first one is called QB City, and the second one is called B City. So the B City will definitely allow you to learn how to build a city generator with geometry nodes, while the QB City will teach you how to create and utilize asset libraries with Blender. So if you've always wanted to create your own asset library, and possibly in this case something that deals more with creating your very own city, then of course this is a very interesting course that you should definitely explore. But of course, if you like to build your own city generator, then the B City training course from the folks at CG Cookie is definitely one to consider looking at. And all of these are all going for a 45% discount. There's also this nice bundle for hair, and it's called the Hair Tools Bundle, and this comes with 5 cool hair products, and they're all bundled and offering a 41% discount. And this includes the woolly tools and shader, which is really good for those who are thinking about doing some fluffy, fuzzy kind of stuff on the model, and potentially you just want a quick and easy way to get these things going, plus maybe you would like to use some shaders to punch some very interesting looks overall. Then of course you should consider checking this, as the version 2.0 makes things even easier. We've also got the facial hair toolkit, which is really cool for anyone thinking about creating facial hair on their characters, and because this is geometry node based, you can easily control this how you want. This also offers options of creating hair cards, and you can simply bake the hair card textures and get a lightweight, easy to use hair that you can use across various tools. And some very interesting ones includes the 3D hairbrush tool, which is more like a very standard tool for anyone that is thinking about making hair inside of Blender. This now comes with new tools that you can work with for creating any kind of hair that you want. I would definitely recommend that you get this. If you're in the market and you're looking for just one hair tool that you can use, then for sure, just simply go ahead and grab this. It comes with tons and tons of cool stuff that you can work with. There's just a lot of things that this currently offers, and with the brand new version, you can even do more. We've also got Hairflow, which is also another interesting tool for those who possibly already have hair, or maybe you just want to have hair on your character and simulate the hair. This is really good for that, and it works with a brand new Blender hair system to achieve all of that. And for those that are into stylized stuff, the Stylized Hair Pro version 4 makes it easier for you to create stylized hair onto your 3D model, as this uses geometry nodes to allow you to do that with some good precision. So whether you're thinking about thickening, thinning various parts of the hair, you can easily do all of that. At the same time, you also have access to different kinds of tools that you can work with and different kinds of hairstyles that you can plug into your character's hair and start creating. Overall, these hair tools are really nice, and if you're in the market looking for a hair tool, you can't go wrong with any of these. The folks at Superhive didn't miss out on adding the Cloth Bundle, and the Cloth Bundle comes with 4 tools, and with these tools you can literally clothe your character how you want, and with this bundle you're getting everything for 35% off. So with this you have access to Simply Clothes Studio, which is a brilliant tool for creating clothes, and you can simply use this to make literally any kind of cloth that you want in Blender. And it offers various methods of making these clothes, patching these clothes, and more importantly, it also offers different kinds of physics options that you can use to simulate any kind of clothes that you want. There is just a lot of things that you can do with this one, and the creator has actually made an entire ecosystem that makes it very easy for you to work with this and do more stuff. And the same thing can also be said with the next cloth tool that is also available, which is Divine Cloth, the Smart Cloth Generator version 4. And this now offers even more, as with this, all you need is a couple of adjustments and you can simply make clothes on your model. This is continually having lots of updates, which makes it an undeniably nice tool that I would definitely recommend you have in your arsenal if you're into creating clothes. So with this one, you can create different kinds of clothes, paint stuff, and create impressive looking stuff. I kind of consider these two tools, the Simply Cloth alongside the Smart Cloth Generator, as amazing tools you can use inside of Blender that sort of mimics what you would definitely want to get when thinking about tools like Marvelous Designer. Other than that, we've got the Cloth Weaver, which is also another nice tool for creating clothes, and we've also got the Cloth Library add-on for Blender, and this is from our friends at Top Channel 101. And with this, you have access to a library of clothes that you can use to actually speed up your workflow in terms of dressing your character. And this comes with both male and female outfits. And with these 4 tools, your characters would always be clothed. And before we round up, let's talk about the So Many Nodes bundle. And these offers a lot of nodes. So if you're into geometry nodes, maybe you're looking for high quality geometry node tools that you can work with, then this might just be the bundle that might actually resonate with you, because this comes with 450 high quality geometry node tools that you can grab. And the whole thing here is this is doing a 48% off if you choose to get this bundle. So this is coming with lots of things. First off, the Blender Procedural GeoGen Ultimate Generator Bundle comes with this one. And first, we've made a whole video about this on the channel, so you can actually see that video is here. And it's pretty cool for generating stuff onto your model. So whether you're thinking about generating like eyes, chains, IVs, maybe you want to add some, snow effects, stuff like that, you can do all of these with this particular bundle. And the folks at Blender Procedural are currently doing a 30% discount on 20 items. I'm going to link this one in the description as well. More so, Extra Nodes is also really cool. 3D Sig is definitely one cool creator that has been making amazing geometry node stuff over time. And the Extra Nodes version 3.5 comes with some nice looking geometry node stuff that you will definitely love. And this includes doing some procedural stuff, some growth stuff, inflate stuff, tracers, some scattering stuff. You can definitely work with these and get them going. 3D Sig has definitely made a lot of cool stuff over time, which is definitely useful for both VFX and also motion graphic artists. So if you're into stuff like this, possibly you like to get more cool stuff in terms of geometry nodes, then you might want to consider looking at that. Higgs has also made these ones as well. So this is currently offering 250 nice cool nodes that you can work with. So again, this offers very, very good tools that you can use to do amazing stuff. So things like these that will definitely cost you a lot of time, you can simply work with their node tools and get them done in seconds. And the same thing can also be said for the DJH Geometry Node Asset tool, which also allows you to build various things inside of Blender easily. So whether you're thinking about building walls, stairs, stuff like that, you can now easily do all of this with the 75 modifiers alongside nodes that are now here. So these are amazing node bundles, and it's definitely a no-brainer not to get this one. So this is really, really cool for anyone that is definitely into nodes and you're looking for a nice bundle to get all of the nodes that you've always wanted. I mean, 450, that's quite a number of nodes that can get you sorted in a lot of things. And finally, for the bundle, we've got the Missing Feature Bundle. And this offers 5 products, and these 5 products actually highlights a few things that are currently missing in Blender. So in certain cases, when you're working with Blender, you might be looking for some things and you just wish that these things already exist. And that is where this actually comes in. Of course, some of these things have now been implemented into Blender. Things like Node Preview is now available, but of course, if you're using previous versions, or maybe you just want to have a tool that you can use to preview your shaders, then you can simply go ahead and check this one out, as this previews both shaders, compositors, and literally anything that has to do with nodes inside of Blender, contrary to the default one that we have in there. The simple M panel is a really cool tool, and same thing can also be said for MemSaver version 1.3. And MemSaver from the folks at Polygonic just makes it extremely easy for you to be able to manage your VRAM when working in Blender. So in certain cases, when you're simply rendering, you seem to fall into this issue where you don't have enough VRAM to get your rendering working. And the whole idea of MemSaver is to optimize your memory so that you can continue working without losing any detail and stay sane when doing your rendering. And MemSaver of course have some very cool stuff going for it right now, and with version 1.3 you can now get more stuff out of this. The Outliner Pro is also a very cool tool I recommend you check out, as it definitely brings more love to the outliner contrary to what we currently have. This helps you manage both your object and collections inside of Blender. And last but not least is Export to Blend, and this is from the folks at Orange Turbine. And the idea behind this is when you're working inside of Blender, what this tool allows you to do is you can export any asset or a set of assets and reuse them either as assets or blend files in other subsequent projects, saving you the time of opening multiple projects and searching for a particular model that you would like to use. So this is it. Lots of things are currently available right now as bundles, and we're simply going to go ahead and put all the necessary links in the description. Also, there are several new tools that are now available as well, which I would definitely recommend that you check out if you're looking for new Blender add-ons that you can explore. At the same time, there's a couple of cool coupons in the description as well, which is definitely going to help you save up on that buck and actually get some nice discounts for the products that you might be getting. So this is it. Tell me what you guys think about this one in the comment section. And of course, if you like this video or you learned something from this, you can go ahead and give a like, and don't forget to share with a friend. And until I see you guys in the next one, peace.